This is rather bleak. Futurism.com. Future Society. MIT prediction of civilization collapse appears to be on track. Well, isn't that so fine and dandy? Not. They have a grim prophecy. Back in 1972, a team of MIT management and information technology scientists published research predicting the end of our current industrial civilization within the 21st century. While the study was lambasted at the time, new research shows that its predictions have been eerily accurate so far. Motherboard reports new research published in the Yale Journal of Industrial Ecology look back at how things have gone since the initial 1972 report and have concluded that we could indeed witness the collapse of civilization as soon as the year 2040. But that's only if we continue our business as usual approach to resource extraction and overexploitation, suggesting that there's hope for society as long as we can change our course. Now, it could quite possibly happen before 2040, is what I think. Over the Hill. The new study plotted the MIT team's projections against actual tangible data on economic development and resource extraction in order to see how far down the road to oblivion we have traveled. Given the unappealing prospect of collapse, and it's very unappealing, I was curious to see which scenarios were aligning most closely with empirical data today. The study author, Gaia Harrington, explained in the study announcement, after all, the book that featured this world model was a bestseller in the 1970s, and by now we have several decades of empirical data which would make a comparison meaningful. But to my surprise, I could not find recent attempts for this, so I decided to do it myself. Harrington is the Sustainability and Dynamic System Analyst lead at the accounting firm KPMG, but she conducted the study independently as part of her Harvard master thesis. Harrington clarified to Motherboard that collapse does not mean humanity will cease to exist, but it will destroy our way of life, she added, saying that economic and industrial growth will stop and then decline, which will hurt food production and standards of living. In terms of timing, the BAU2 scenario shows a steep decline to set in around 2040. Well, I think that things are already declining, and I'm sure that you can look around and you can see that too. And I believe that our way of life is being destroyed. I do. On many levels. Certainly, the lives that we are living today, our generation, my generation, is much different than, say, my grandmother's generation or my mother's generation. And then my children's generation will be experiencing something much different than what I have and you have. So yes, our way of life is continually changing, and it will continue to change, and we will have to adapt in order to survive. So this calls for wisdom, this calls for strength, this calls for endurance, because we've got a rough road ahead. We really do. And burying our heads in the sand, pretending that things aren't bad, that this isn't the direction that we're headed, I think that's not a wise thing to do. I think a lot of things are happening that none of us ever would think would happen in our lifetime, and yet it is happening. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening to this video. You can find that article on Futurism.com. Please give this video a thumbs up. And hello, wherever you are in any part of the world, hello from my heart to yours. Love you.